Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. You'll have to forgive me. I I wasn't completely ready for today, as you can plainly see by the everything. let me grab chat. Move you guys over there. There we go. Oh, welcome, welcome. I literally just thought I was about to go. Oh my god, there's a nipple. I looked over. I'm looking over. Like I look over. I'm about to try to move myself. I look over, and right where the you can't see where I'm pointing, but basically right where the cloth on the breast is. I look over and I see it. I see red, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a nipple. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Definitely pickle. Right, because it is got us some more space. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me oh, sorry. Uh I am out of it. Trying to stay warm because it's cold around here. Ah, welcome. Welcome, 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 one and all. Today, the day of days, the day that we are here today, we are going to be doing some story writing. We're going to be trying to write for our story, setting some things up. As you can already kind of see, I've already done. Well, I gotta get everything set up. There we go. That looks better. Thanks to the Pokemon Violet and Scarlet epilogue, Mochi Man. I haven't gotten there yet, so I don't know. I haven't been able to start the DLC yet. Welcome everybody. Welcome Sam. Welcome Techno. Demos. Paradox. Welcome everybody else who's lurking. I have to put that there because the app showcases my real name, and I want to keep that secret. So I have to make sure it's there. And I can't click on it. I've locked the bitch down. So you just see the cheeks all day. It's a good pair of cheeks. Yeah, if you've ever whenever I do this, you'll always see me have the cheeks up there. Ugh. But the cheeks are good. They make you focus on the wrong thing. No personal information right now. The only thing I give you guys is that I'm 32 years old. Or at least I am in this universe. Uh, yes. Yes, we are doing a story rebuild today. The good thing about the app I am using though, is that it showcases everything you've deleted. So it showcases all the stuff I've deleted. So you have, we've had our characters before, and I didn't like where it was going. Oh, what a gun. uh, but I didn't really like it. A lot of it was weird. I was trying to like do something that I just. Why am I? My glasses keep getting smudges on them somehow. Uh, but basically, I wasn't really enjoying how it was set up. It was just a whole bunch of stuff I didn't really enjoy on what I was trying to build. And so I decided to start it over with a bit of a change on how everything is set up for the character sheet, because we're gonna do the characters first. I've taken out a lot of things. I can. This is the setup for the sheet basically. for those who are unable to see because, they're on a mobile phone or what have you. You go take it easy. We got the character, the blank space right up there. The name. Got the age. We'll have like race, species, whatever you want to have, whatever you want to say. That's what it'll be there. Role and story, which usually will just be protagonist, sidekick, the usual stuff. We might get more in detail. I decided to add the character's height, the general weight of the character, the hair color and length. Because instead of like just having like a physical description, just kind of doing a base description of the character. Yeah, eye color, skin/fur color, because some characters, for those of you who do know, some of the characters, hey Beelzebub, welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of the characters are like, basically furries, but we're just going to use it as the simple term because I don't know how else to explain it other than bipedal people walking that are covered in fur, which furries just sounds better. Aww. Well, hopefully you can get that fixed. Not to sub to me, just in general get it fixed. Because I hate that. Before we continue, I actually gotta say this because I removed my credit card from PayPal because I'm like, I need to save money and stop spending money. So I took it off. Apparently, I have to change it on the sites that I use because the sites that I use PayPal with that had my credit card with it still use my credit card even though it's not on PayPal. Motherfuckers took money out of my card and I'm like, no! No! So now I have to go through as many sites as I can to like switch it off to go to the other thing. Oh, it's okay though. I have money on the card. It's not that. I'm just trying not to use the money on the card anymore. I'm trying to build it back up and pay it off. Okay, but yeah, we have, skin, fur, special characteristics, like scars, markings, anything to that character. Less so generic, more so special. Personality, we're going to go very simple, just like some aspects of the character. Occupation will usually just be their job and or, what they do for a living, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. Twitch did do some sort of update. Background, that's going to be the big part. I say big part, but it'll depend on how I feel. The generalization of how the character starts to the story will be the basic of how it starts. Will be how the character starts, what they did in the past, leading up to the event that occurs when they join the story, or at least the ballpark of when they'll join. Gear is literally just what type of weapons, equipment, stuff like that. Arms actually stands for something. It does not mean arms as in actual physical arms. It is my version of Gundams. Oh yeah, that's right. You haven't been able to see it. This is 3.0 Setsuna. This is also 3.0 Setsuna. But unfortunately, we can't use this one right now because the tail's in the way. Ugh. I'm trying to stay warm, and this blanket that I got is very comfy, but for some reason, like the left side keeps like falling short, or the right side keeps falling short, and I have to keep adjusting it. And I'm not even really moving. But yes, ARMS stands for Armored Robotic Mechanized Suit. It is basically Gundams. It is my version of a Gundam. We just call them ARMS. I know it's dumb. It's stupid, but fuck it. It's gonna have some funny moments. And then of course, the notes, just basic notes. The character likes to do this. They occasionally do this. They'll bench press a building every now and then. Something like that. Just kind of they did. I love the model. I love the rigging as well because it's the same person. I did ask for them to, because we learned this the other day, last Monday actually, when we were streaming Armored Core, and we came to the realization that the halo and the orb get in the way of this model, and then the water effects and the fishies get in the way of this model when streaming because they take up a lot of space on the screen. And I didn't realize that because I did every other test imaginable but the one of how does it look like when I stream test, and I feel stupid. But I asked them if they could do that for me, and they're working on it. I don't have an ETA when that's going to happen because, again, whenever they can get to it. So yeah, that's the basic setup of the character sheet. I do have some terms and items, which I will change this up because I just kind of started writing this when I'm half tired. This will be like, specific terms that you'll hear, we may hear in the story. This will, of course, change over time. This is like a first draft type thing. This will be like the generalization, shortened terms, kind of like the definition you would find in a book, I guess. I forget what that's called. I know some books have it where like you can go to the back of the book and it'll explain what the meaning of what they had in. But yeah, so that's what this will be. This will basically help us like get an understanding, so I have like basic necessities. But right now, for our first main character of the book, we have Zero. I will always go with Zero just because it kind of lets you just play with the sense that the character doesn't have a true name, which I just think it sounds cool too. They are 32. They are 32 years old. I wanted to have an older character. Doing a younger character would be easy, in the sense that it's they don't have much backstory. Hey Daryl, welcome, 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 welcome. They are a male yin. I will explain yin once we get done with this, because I've always done this. But basically, if you think of it, they are a futa. For those who are horny enough, you know what that means. The role in the story, they are the protagonist, of course. They are the main character of the book. I've actually increased their height. What is... basically, girl with penis. That's the simple description. But yes. I was keeping the character about 4'5" before, but I was like, okay, let's just make them a little bit taller. So they're not 4'11". Not much taller, but they are a little bit taller. They're 4'11", 150 centimeters for those who aren't American. I'm sorry. I hate the metric system. I hate measurements in general. Let's just go with that. Measurements, pounds, weight, all that crap. I hate it all. It's evil as shit. I don't like math. I am Tromoitus now. The character's weight. I just did this based on the average weight that Google told me. Google was like, yeah, the average person, but then again, I didn't take into account. You're in the hospital for 2 weeks? Well, I know you were sick. Hopefully you're doing better now. Because I know last time you said you were sick and you were getting taken care of. Hopefully you're okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get warm. Which is weird because I'm going to have to start writing a little bit. Fuck math. Yes, exactly. Fuck math. Math is evil. I never liked math at all, really. But yeah, when I was doing the weight for the character, Um, I didn't take into account some special characteristics that I gave the character for their weight. Uh, so we may have to increase the weight just a little bit because they technically weigh more than that. Not because they're heavy, but because they have robotic parts on their body. They're basically like Edward Elric, and they don't weigh normally. But yeah, they're 102 pounds, 46 kilograms. That'll of course change when we actually get to it. Well, I'm glad it's over for you. Hopefully that's the only one you need. The hair color and length. We're going for snow white hair. Pure white, basically. And knee length. They like to have their hair long. They like the long hair. Eye color, I went with a shade of amethyst because I think that's a good blend. You got white and you know, like a purplish color. I didn't want to go with red because like everybody does red. They do seem a bit faster. They do seem a bit faster. Let me check something. I don't think I'm in the program. No, I'm not in the program yet. Not that I know of. Yeah, they are appearing a little much faster now. Yeah, I wanted to go with like, you know, white hair, purple eyes, so I think that's pretty good. Skin color, as racist as it sounds, it's white. They are, you know, the basic bitch hero color. I'm sorry, I'll shut up on that part now. Special characteristics for the character. They have a robotic left arm and a robotic left leg. They also have, I took this inspiration from Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. So anybody who's seen Iron Blooded Orphans knows what I'm kind of trying to get at with this. Spinal Arms Integration Unit. Basically the Alea Vanya, I think it's called. I forget the actual freaking name. But yeah, basically they can hook up systemically to the arms. Basically have like an extension of their body. So that's basically what that is. Their personality, they're carefree, joker, and lighthearted. They don't like to kill. I didn't put that, but they are not somebody who likes to kill. Occupation, they're a mercenary. Plain and simple. I wanted to put outlaw. You know, let's actually change that. They are an outlaw. We'll go more in depth on that. They're an outlaw. Now, I have the backstory here, but we're going to change that because I don't want to go with that. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, but it's only because I got home from work a couple hours ago. But the gear, the character's gear. They have a few things. I forgot to add this next part. They have a custom plasma edge katana, which I'm just going to change to just a basic plasma edge katana, which is basically just a futuristic katana that has, you know, like an energy edge on it. That's basically all it is. Guardian saber, which again I'll go into detail, but basically think of it as like a lightsaber. Is the easiest generalization. It's just basically a lightsaber. Personalized shield module. Just think of it like a deployable energy shield that they can pop up from their hand. Mounted somewhere, usually on their arm, kind of thing. And then, of course, a pistol. They have a pistol. I didn't think of that because it's like, this character's the main character. Do they have anything long range? No. So I had to give them a pistol. And then, of course, I have this one again. The arms, the unit they pilot. And it's just a long range arms unit. We're going to change it from Peacemaker because that's going to be later on in the story. This was the start of the story. They are a basic bitch. They only have a normal long arms range unit. Long range arms unit. Basically, it just It uses a lot of firepower. The notes for the character, for Zero's notes, is likes chocolate milk, hates physical activity. An example would be working out, loves having sex, likes reading romance novels. Oh, wait, you ordered one? Really? Ah, I want pictures. I never thought I'd actually be saying that. It's like, I want pictures. Oh my god, I never actually thought I'd say that. I'm sorry, now I'm distracted. Alright. So yeah, they're basically, they're basically a lovey-dovey person. But they're also like childish. They like drinking chocolate milk. Instead of, getting a beer, they're like, "Do you have chocolate milk?" And then the bartender's like, "This is a bar." And the character's like, "Yes, but do you have my chalky milk?" But again, they're carefree and they're lighthearted and a joker. So they're just kind of like the playful character. It's a family-friendly photo. Which side? Because it's definitely not family-friendly on one of those sides. All right, let's go into the background. Because for the character, what I want it to be, because this is going to be space. It's going to be space, traveling, universes, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna have a lot of room to play. But I wanted to have the character basically be somebody who was, at one point in time, a fighter in a group. Something happened and they were put into cryo sleep, and then they wake up like 600 years later. Again, it's dumb, but again, it's freaking fiction in space. At this point, we can do whatever the fuck we want to. So the backstory, the background, which I really want to change to backstory. Backstory. Oh. How do you spell it? Let's just do that. Let me just change that to backstory. Model image after stream? Like with like a green screen? Or just in general? I'm confused now. Okay. Yeah, we'll take some pictures near the end before we log off today. I'll do some poses for you guys. Alright, so the backstory for Zero. Let's see, we'll go with the generalization. Let's see, I can make the scrunky face. I'm sorry, I like doing that. Backstory. Once a guardian who fought during the fuck? The hell did you come from? There's a hair. There's like a long ass hair on my keyboard. And I'm like, I don't even have long hair. Once a guardian who fought during who fought during the great No, we're not gonna There's once a guardian who fought during the war. No. Ow! I saw that! the last second. The backstory is gonna be a hard part because it's like trying to come up with it that makes any sense. What? Let's go with served as a guardian for most of their life during the era of peace. During an era of peace, not during the era of peace. During an era of peace that was quickly shoved into the spotlight of war. Fought during the Battle of this is like I can write if I don't have to think about you guys, no offense. Sounds fucked up. If I don't have to think about you guys, I can just easily do this shit. But when I have to think about you guys, I'm like, comes to that moment and you're like, what am I gonna try to do to make this sound so sweet? But it's a good thing because it helps me think. Helps me think of what really would make sense. During the war, hero fought during the war. I cannot spell today. Okay, hold on. Ear. Okay. That itched. That was itchy. During the war, rumors began to spread of the Guardians. I am not able to spell betrayal, am I? Betrayal. Okay, that's why. And turning I swear I know how to spell you guys. Turning traitor against the Republic. Wasn't long before the I can spell denounced, but I can't spell betrayal. God, I hate myself. It wasn't long before the Republic denounced the Guardians and sent out a kill order for denounced the Guardians and declared them all traitors. During an escape, Zero was... Hold on. Critically. Got it! Critically injured and put into cryo sleep in order to save his life. Unknown how or why, he wackles up. He wackles up. He wakes. Now he awakes 600 years later when the cryopod from the damaged cryopod. These letters from the damaged cryopod on board some sort of smuggler's ship. Cryopod on board some sort of smuggler's ship. Cryopod aboard some sort of smuggler's ship. That sound right to you guys? Served as a guardian for most of their life during an era of peace that was quickly shoved in the spotlight of war. During the war, rumors began to spread of the Guardian's betrayal and turning a traitor against the Republic. Wasn't long before the Republic denounced the Guardians and declared them all traitors. During an escape, Zero was critically injured, put into cryosleep in order to save his life. Unknown how or why, he awakes 600 years later from the damaged cryopod aboard some sort of smuggler ship. Ensuing events leads Zero to coming into contact with Bear. And that's how Zero basically starts the journey. How Zero and Bear meet up, and how the story is kickstarted. Again, the whole backstory is basically how a generalization of how everything started to get to the point where they are, and basically just set up when they appear in the story. Ow! Why is it so huge? That was a excuse me. My throat does not like me today. That's a fucking giant cupcake. And I wish that's what she said. That was a massive as fuck cupcake. But again, that's the generalization of Zero's backstory. Not too much information revealed, but they were Guardian during an era of peace and served in the war. And then, rumors were spread the Guardians were going to betray them. Republic said, fuck this, we're going to go ahead and kill you guys. Sorry, I had ice cream before stream, so now I'm hiccuping. Zero got injured trying to escape, thrown into a cryopod, put into cryosleep, woke up 600 years later, and that's how the events start. It's a sound effect. It's a sound. It's a sound redeem. Yeah, sadly, I didn't think I wanted to. I really kind of wanted to ask, maybe the next model, maybe one of the next models or something, or maybe I can ask the artist, is like, would you be able to make my boobs bigger? like a redeemed where I could just increase the size. Yeah, it's basically just a sound redeem. Unfortunately, I don't have the the ability like some of the other VTubers do to make their booba bigger. Mine are already kind of big. Which again, I wasn't expecting them to be so big. Exactly! That's what I'm saying. They're already huge. Which is funny because when you switch to this one, they're actually more tame than the giant Bagahana Hagazugas over here. Alright, we're going to start working on the big old bear. Bear, the best friend of the group, the father of the party. We're going to make him... Well, I'm not going to make him too much older, but we're going to make him 39. He is a male Panthera, which is basically just a walking cat person. Best friend and father figure to the crew. Because he is. Like, he's not older than all of them, but, you know, he's basically a father figure. He's done some shit. Alright, shit. How tall is he supposed to be again? Uh... I mean, if you want me to be, I can. I, you know, if you're talking about like literally, it's whatever you want me to be. Voice wise, unfortunately, this is what you get. All right. So Bear's height, he's going to be 6'4", or yeah, 6'4". I mean, if you have to die, I'm sorry. I wasn't lying. I never lie. He's 6'4". According to Google, we're gonna round down basically to 193 centimeters tall. 6'4" or 193 centimeters. All right, so that's how tall Bear is. He's a tall guy. Let's go with, let's just say the average weight. So an average weight for a man, according to Google, between 184 to 222 pounds. He's also a giant cat person, basically, so he'd probably weigh a bit more. And he's not, he's muscle, basically because of his structure. I'm gonna say about 240. We're about 240, 241 pounds. And gonna Google again because I am kilograms. We're gonna just round down again. 109. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So hair color for our bear man, Barry man, Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow. I am dumb today. I'm laughing at the dumbest things. Hair color. What hair color did I want him to have again? Fuck, I don't even remember. What hair color did I give him before? course, it won't let me look. It won't show me. It'll like show me everything else. Okay. All right. All right. And we're gonna give you. Oh. Right now, we're just gonna go with black. Black hair. We're gonna give him black hair. Short and spiky. He likes to spike his hair. He likes to spike his mane. Eye color. Okay, I think. I think. I think. Fuck, I never actually paid attention to his character. This is based off a friend's character design that he likes. For our big ol' lovable man cat friend. Orange? I don't think that's right. Nah, that's definitely not right. I think it's green, actually. Let's just go green. Go with emerald green. All right, fur color. Gray fur. Black stripes across his arms and legs. Special characteristics. Walks with a cane. Damaged right leg. Missing part of his right ear. Alright, so he walks with a cane. He has a damaged right leg, and he's missing part of his right ear. Personality. 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 Father-like. Tick. Wow, I spelled that right. Oh, I want some candy. I spell words right for once. Tactical. Tactical. OCD. He has OCD. Obsessive. Compulsive. Can't spell compulsive right, though. I'm going to put mild next to it. Just, he has OCD, but he's not, like, super. God, just imagine somebody trying to pilot a spaceship and, like, one thing gets out of order for those who are, like, really high OCD. I can only imagine. He is a spaceship pilot. All right, we're gonna go with the backstory later. Or should we go now? We'll go later. All right, gear. Hidden. Shotgun. Cane with a hidden shotgun. Yeah, his cane doubles as a shotgun. Don't fuck with Papa Bear. The spaceship Colonel. That's his actual ship that he pilots. So technically, the ship would be part of his gear because that is his. He owns it. Gear doesn't always necessarily mean the stuff they carry with them. It's just the stuff that they technically own. So yeah. So Spaceship Eternal. I felt gotta crack my back. Spaceship Eternal. Nope. Nope, what? I'm confused now. Large combat knife. Large combat knife. Special recipe cookbook. That is gear. That is what he carries with him. He carries his gear with him. A special recipe cookbook. Cookbook. Arms unit in A, because he doesn't pilot in arms. He is just a spaceship pilot. He's always wanted to be a spaceship pilot. That's part of his backstory, though. Notes. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, my friend said... Because, again, this is kind of based off of his character. The design and some of the stuff that my friend likes, because he's my best friend, and it'd be weird not to include some stuff that he likes. Likes drinking. Fuck, I forget what it is. I don't think it's green tea, but likes drinking green. What? Yep, yeah, green tea. Green tea. Is the word... What's a catchphrase? Not so much a catchphrase, but just like a word he'll just say randomly. Says... Leaf it. A lot. And it's going to be spelled exactly like that. Leaf it. Instead of like the word fuck, he just says, leaf it! Are you talking about for the models? Are you talking about like for... Sorry, hold on. I'm cold. I want to snuggle in the blankie. They talking about like my VTuber model? Because, quite extensive if I can ever actually get it to working. The story? Well, it's gonna depend. I really should switch to my other chair because I keep slinking down in this one, and this one's a lot more comfortable. The other one, I don't slink down, but it'll depend. Like the lore will be vast enough that you can pull off a lot of things without having to worry about it. Because it is a space adventure basically, so a lot of things can be shoehorned in without needing too much lore. It's kind of like the meme where it's like the lore I tell you guys, and you have like a little tiny booklet, and the lore I want to put in, which is like an encyclopedia. Yeah, it's kind of like that. There'll be plenty of lore that you can shoehorn in. All right, he says leaf it a lot. Doesn't like to leave his ship. He really doesn't. He likes to stay in the ship a lot. Watches old TV shows. Loves watching crime dramas. Crime documentaries, that's what it is. Loves watching crime documentaries. Just see the pilot, all of a sudden you just hear cops and goes. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but it is. Just see him on break eating like a bowl of noodles, and just watching him in his cockpit, just watching some crime dramas. Like everything is going on. It's like everybody else in the group is fighting, but he's just on his ship eating a bowl of noodles while everybody's fighting for their life, watching some crime documentaries. I'm sorry, it's so dumb, but I can just see it working perfectly. Oh, I am. Oh, I'm having too much fun. Loves watching crime documentaries. All right, one more thing. Again, these are just some tidbits. Nothing much to go really on. Likes to collect. Likes to collect small figurines. Small penguin figurines. Fuck yeah. Likes to collect small penguin figurines. I don't know why. It's such a dad thing. It's such a, like a thing you just see a dad do, just randomly collect something. Okay. Grew up in a military family. Alongside 9 brothers and sisters. And was trained since birth to join the military. Joined at the age of 19 and served until he was 36. 35. Give him a good 15, 16 years. In which he exclusively and left with honors after achieving his personal goal So it was 35. Afterward, he got his personal and commercial pilot's license. There we go. Has since purchased his own ship, started his own delivery business. No, he didn't start his own business, his own ship. And became a contracted delivery partner. It doesn't make sense, but that's what he does. He picks up and delivers shit, okay? He's a delivery man. Which is how he winds up meeting Zero. During a routine job.
Even bigger buck Hanaga hoops. Humongous hungalonga no no logongas.
That caught me off guard. I was more scared of that than the sheep. I was legit about to jump. I was like about to go. I hadn't looked over and saw it pop up on the thing. I was like, oh god, what? Oh my god. I was almost more scared of big hungalabonga dugans than anything else. During a routine job, he... I've been quacked. During a routine job, he arrives on the space station. Comes into contact with an escaping with a recently awoken and hey, welcome, Crypto. Welcome, everybody. And also scaring me to death. If I can spell awoken, I would love to be able to do this correctly. A recently awoken and... Okay. Now I've had it up to here! I'm just kidding. And escaping... Zero. So that's how Bear joins Zero. He's doing a routine job, doing his delivery. He's probably out to go grab something to eat, maybe a donut, who knows. Docks at a space station to get said donut and or food, and Zero winds up running into him. So that's how the two of them meet. That's how the story will begin. We'll, of course, do it from Zero's point of view. Of course, it would be funny to have Bear's point of view, but that would be very difficult in the story setting to have both perspectives. Like if there was an actual live action or a show or a comic, we could easily do that. But, you know, story, it's a little harder because I don't want to do two separate POVs. So yeah, that's how Zero and Bear meet and how the story will basically begin. You know, Zero will wake up from their cryo sleep 600 years later, dazed, confused, massively nauseous, basically, stumbling across a ship full of smugglers trying to murder them and or knock them unconscious. Zero doesn't know. They're freaked out. They've been just woken up, come into contact with some random dude just trying to go buy a donut. beer, food. Who knows what he's trying to do, because we haven't figured that out yet. But he's just on a random normal job routine, and he comes into contact with Zero, carrying around a fully loaded pump action cane shotgun. Why? Why what? I didn't realize you said why. I thought you said hi. Now I'm confused. Oh, you said, oh, you did say yeah. Now I'm confused. Chat, why do you confuse me? I'm so confused. I do like the fact that we make him as much of a dad character as we can, or I made him as much of a dad character as I can. Drinks green tea instead of cussing. He says, "Leaf it." He doesn't like to leave his ship; just likes to stay on his ship. Watches loves watching crime documentaries and collecting small penguin figurines. He's such a dad character, and I love him already. He's so much more fleshed out this way too. He's very simple and basic. So a little more less complicated than Zero. Confusion is just a fraction of suspension of disbelief. No, we are not going meta commentary. Please, God, no. All right, the next character shall be our heroine, or secondary protagonist. Her name will be Alicia. Let's see. We want to make her a bit older, not too old. And again, she is a fox person, and we'll make them. Okay, I want your guys' massive opinion. Like, I want a genuine opinion. Should we do normal lifespans for everybody? Like, we'll say average lifespan, like a normal person, like 100, maybe 120 years max for all the species in the story? Or should some of them have, like, fictional lifespans of like 1,000 years? Like, should we do that, or should we just stick to like the more basic lifespan? Because I want an honest opinion. Some of them fictional? Okay. Which ones should we have? Because we do have elves. Elves are in the story. Okay, let me go over the terms and stuff real quick. Well, we'll get this real quick. Universal species. Okay, these are all the species we're gonna have. We're gonna have human, Panthera, cat people, Lapin, bunny people.
At first you had my curiosity.
Aw, thank
Now
you.
You have my
Welcome. Okay, human, Panthera, Lapin, Vulpin, fox people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Lycanthropes. God, I was so close to spelling that correctly. God damn, I was not. How did I? Lycanthrope. Werewolf. Werewolf. Wait, I did?
At first you had my curiosity, but now you have my erection.
Oh, that's the same sound. I've had that. I have perfect cell just being down bad for everybody. Okay, so we have human, Panthera, Lapin, Vulpin, Lycanthrope, Goblin, elves. No, we'll stick with elves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And centaurs. Horse-like males. And we're just gonna stick with the centaur. Nice. It's always good to bounce off somebody else's ideas. All right. So these are the races. These are all the different species in the galaxy, in the universe and story. So which one of these should be the ones that have unnatural lives? You know, that live much longer. I would like an honest opinion of which of these the human, the Panthera, the Lapin, the Vulpin, the Lycanthropes, Goblin, elves, or centaurs. Because if we're gonna have one have a long, depending on it, and then technically we have dragons, but they aren't really part of the main story. But not many, just so that we know there's not many dragons throughout the story. But dragons aren't really one of the main groups. Yes, in an honest opinion, I would like to know which ones you think, or which one or two should have an elevated lifespan. If anybody would let me know. Because humans, we're going to go the basic lifespan for a human, about 120 years. Panthera, probably about the same. Lapin, I kind of want to make them a short life species. Kind of like, you know, the meme of fucking like rabbits. Kind of literal in the sense. We could make the Vulpin people and the elves the long life species. That would be the basics consensus that most people would do. And it's the one that makes more sense to have elves and the fox people be long life. Everybody else be kind of normal, I guess. Because if we're going to do that, we're going to have the heroine be a couple hundred years old. I would like some opinions for those who are listening, or would like to give an opinion. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to force you guys. So I'm thinking the Vulpin and the elves, you know, the kind of normal choices for a long life. Those are the ones who live for about 1,000 years or so. And then everybody else kind of has a basic lifespan, with dragons being the exception. But you know, dragons, they're dragons. They're fucking dragons. Okay, if you have a dragon, they're a dragon. They just don't fucking care. They're dragons. They think they're gonna die when they want to die. All right, so for right now, I'm gonna go with Alicia. She's gonna be. We'll make her young, but not too young. And you put fox people, each tail marks 100 years of life. Two tails, 200. I would like to do that, but that would really fuck up a lot of stuff. Especially with what I would do. What I want to go for is that only the female fox characters, fox people, Vulpin, have tails, and the males don't. But it's a good idea. Because especially it's kind of like, you know, the mark of it being like, you know, kind of like a tree. You can tell how old somebody is by the number of tails. But it would really mess up combat. Like in terms of an actual combat thing, the number of tails you have would make it very difficult to fight. Granted, if you're in a giant machine, it doesn't really matter, considering arms are the main use of combat in this story. Like arms are basically Gundams. Again, they're the basic form of fighting outside in the main canon. You know, Zero won't fight all the time in the giant arms, but you know, the main point is that arms are the more militarized side. Well, let's see, we're gonna make Alicia. She's gonna be about 372 years old. She is 372 years old. She seems old, but again, you know, her species lives for close to about 1,000 years. She is a female Vulpin. The role in the story, she is the heroine. Yeah, you know what? We'll put female protagonist. Because she's technically going to have her own story. It's, you know, Zero and Alicia are basically the main people. All right, her height. She's got to be taller. Everybody's taller in the main group for the group, by the way. Everybody is taller than Zero except for one character. That's only because she's a goblin. Everybody else is literally taller than Zero. So we're going to have her be 5 foot. Have her be 5'5". She's a tall person. And that is, rounding up on Google, 166 centimeters. And according to Google, the average weight for a 5'5" person. Again, we're going to ignore some of the rules. Okay, why is it going to give me the BMI for this? But not the other one.
Even bigger buck Hanaga hoogs. Humongous hungalonga no no logongas.
I'm guessing you like that redeem. All right, so Google says the ideal weight for a female 5'5" is about 115 to 155. Considering she's part fox and she's carrying around a bunch of weight in her tails, it would make sense that she is technically a lot heavier. Well, technically the tails wouldn't weigh too much. Do I have the story planned out? Kind of. I have the very basic premise. I'm trying to get the characters done, which I know is usually not what most people do. Most people would usually get like the basis of it done. But I am dumb and I don't like to do it that way. And I'm also a pain in the ass. But yeah, the basic premise is between Zero, the fact that, you know, they're from the past, basically. The basic premise is Zero was betrayed, put into sleep, woke up somehow, and now has to figure out what really happened. And amazingly enough, there are still some people alive during this time period that Zero is asleep, that people are still there, that know Zero, that want Zero dead. Yeah, the basic premise is betrayal and figuring it out. And maybe even an evil twin sister. Not sure if I'm going to go that route, but that might occur if I think that if I really want to go that route. Which would be good, because it would give me an evil protagonist. It would give me an evil and antagonist for Zero without really shoehorning too much in. Because again, sci-fi story, you can kind of just fuck around with the rules and find out. But I do need to like do some actual bulletin points for the story. So for sake of our sanity, we're gonna actually go with Google's recommended of 155 pounds, but we're also going to just do it because she is carrying around weight. She's got like, I think 8 tails. I think 8 tails is what I was going to give her. No, I didn't want that. Darn frickin' Google saying you wanted to click this when you weren't. We're going to round down because Google says 70.3 in kilograms, so we're just going to go 70. Again, these are just simple things for later on in the story if I ever have to refer to something. Her hair color is pink. She's going to be like, she's the basic, the basic female heroine in anime-ish that usually always has the standout hair color. Everybody else is kind of normal, but the main character usually always has that. So she has pink, Zero has white. We're going to go with it because fuck it, I am crazy. Kind of. It's basically generalization to like put it in the shortest term possible. It is Star Wars. It is anime Star Wars with mystery. I guess would be the easiest simplification of the word. Anime Star Wars mystery. Because that's basically what it is. Guardians in this are basically Jedi and Star Wars. That's the easiest generalization for it. Because Zero's a Guardian. They were, peacekeepers, protectors, betrayed. Order 66 their ass. But in this case, it's literally 600 years later for Zero, the main character. And they have to figure out what happened. Why? Why were they woken up? Why weren't they woken up sooner? That type of thing. All right, they have pink hair. And I really want to do this style for it just because I really, really want to piss off anybody who somehow maybe wants to do fan art of this character. I want to make their hair length Rapunzel style. And what I mean by that is like Tangled. Like the Disney movie Tangled with her hair being like massive. But I know that wouldn't really make any sense. But we're going to make her hair ankle length. She has pink ankle length hair, which means she has long ass hair. Now let me... Oh, mother fuck me. Thank God this pops up on a different channel. You know how yesterday I told you guys that I had my hentai folder open? I did it again. Thankfully, I'm smart enough and dumb enough to have it open up on a separate monitor. God damn. Oh, God. Blue eyes. Sky blue. I don't know. We can actually check real quick. Does it say? 1 point. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Hold on. Oh, there it is. 49.4 gigabytes. For those interested in wondering how big my porn folder is. Granted, that's only videos. That's only like 3D animations and, hentai. That doesn't include all the actual, commissioned artwork and stuff. All right, dark, sun-kissed skin. She's basically, she's tannish, dark-skinned. I don't know how else to explain. She's not I'm gonna sound really, fucked up when I said she's not black, but she's dark skinned, like Middle Eastern, I guess. I know I'm really bad with with descriptions of skin tones. So if you guys want to yell at me, feel free. I'm not doing a very good job at explaining it, but she's more like Middle Eastern skin tone. She's not Asian, but she's dark skinned, but not too dark. All right, special characteristics for the actual character. Um, okay, I'm comfortable as hell, but now I can't even move my arms to type right. Special characteristics has 8 foxtails. Two human ears and a pair of fox ears. She has both types of ears. She has human ears and fox ears. Again, it's just I say two human ears, so that makes it a pair of human ears and a pair of fox ears. I like it a lot. It's very simple and keeps me organized instead of just being one giant, log of words. And I enjoy it because it just, compartmentalizes a lot of things. A pair of human ears and a pair of fox ears. She has 8 foxtails. What else? I need some more details to the character. At least one more detail. One more detailio. It is very good at giving more options, and you can kind of like, change things up and switch it up. It doesn't always have to be the same generic setup that some others do. I guess that's really all she needs, just her 8 tails and the pair of human ears. Tsundere. We gotta have our female protagonist be tsundere. I can't help it. I like tsundere characters. A lot of my favorite characters in anime are tsundere, okay? You can argue with me later, but we're having a tsundere female protagonist. Okay? It's just the way it's got to be. Okay? I'm probably not going to be able to write her right, but fuck it. Tsundere, let's see. She's like a senator, queen, princess. She's royalty of some sort. Royal. Hot-headed. Tsundere, she's royal, hot-headed. And we'll make her generous. I know, a lot of contradicting things, but you know what? Contradictions are the best. Occupation. Now, this is the thing that I'm going to be confused on if we're going to do it this way with the long-ass lifespan. Should we make her royalty or should she be like some sort of senator? I mean, either way, she's not military. She's, political. So should we make her royalty or should we make her like political? Senator? That's what I was thinking. Which means she'll have to be part of the Republic, which... Why do I have a female character avatar? Because I can. Literally, I just like to have it. I feel more comfortable like this than I would anything else. It's more fun. That's all there is to it. I don't identify. It is. It is very big booba. This is like this is 3.0 and they just keep getting bigger and I don't keep asking for them to be bigger. They just keep giving me bigger belugas. I swear. I can promise you this. I will never ask for them to be bigger, but somehow they will always be bigger. I don't know how. They just do. Occupation. Republic. Not Republis. Republic Senator. We'll do her backstory after everything else. Gear. She's not really a fighter, but we will give her some weapons. Stun baton. Stun knuckles. We'll give her stun knuckles. Kind of like brass knuckles, but stun. You know, stun. Morning, Chaos. Morning, morning, morning. Mr. The yawning one over there. Let me grab a drink real quick. Just don't knock it over. My tongue still feels weird because I burnt it yesterday when I was eating breakfast / dinner. I was eating taquitos and I didn't let the taquitos cool down properly. So my tongue's a little burnt still. So it feels weird drinking the water. It's like, it feels refreshing, but my tongue's still trying to heal, so it's all weird. Ooh, 16 hours. I am so sorry. Stun knuckles. Again, this is more stuff for fighting, but she's not really a fighter. We will give her... personalized shield module. And that'll be her gear. She's not a fighter, but you know, she's got to be protected. Ew, woo. No, here, hold on. Ew, woo. Ew, woo. Or maybe an ooh woo. I've been seeing that yacht. I don't know what it's from. Why are you guys wanting me to ooh woo and ara ara all of a sudden? You guys never ask me to do this stuff. But the one time when I'm doing a story, you guys are pulling out all the ooh woos and ara aras. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Just for you guys. Just for you guys.
My mind is a wonderful place.
Also, welcome, everybody. Welcome, lurkers who are lurking. Welcome, everybody who's chatting. Yeah. All right, but just for you guys, do you guys want a serious RR, or do you want the my normal RR? I need to know. These are the specifics. I need specifics.
Change places.
You're making it very difficult because now I have to move. Well, you might want to get a change of pants. I can't move anywhere with this model right now, damn it. Because if I move too far to the side, the fish is getting in the way. I did contact the artist and rigger, by the way. They are working slowly on toggle to get the water and stuff turned off. Unfortunately, I don't have it now, of course. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. That is true. I'm technically not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts, though, but that's only because it's cold and I'm bundled up in a blanket. Alright, so she has stun knuckles and a personalized shield modules, and also, because I didn't say it, Ada Ada. Ew, ew. There you go. That's all you get. Alright, but for those who are new here, by the way, since we seem to have some new people, welcome! I'm Setsuna Fox. Part 1. Here are the rules.
Rule number Ghibli Ghibli. I'll cut your dick off and feed it to your parents. Fuck off.
But remember the rules. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, that one. I keep forgetting I have that one. We also have...
And I'm not gonna let anyone get in my way. I'm a failure. After all that hard work. I'm sorry, All Might. I'm sorry, Mom. God, I've been falling for a long time.
Emotional damage.
Yep, we do have emotional damage.
I will send you to Jesus.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Wake up! Get the fuck up! Boy.
Everybody awake now?
Boy, wake up! Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. That's right. Up and at 'em. Come on. Come on. Feet on the floor. Let's go. Chop, chop. You're gonna be late. And then what's gonna happen? You're not gonna have time for breakfast. You're not gonna have time for a snack.
Wake up, everybody!
And then what? You're gonna be grumpy and you're gonna be hungry. And
Do what the shark says!
Your fault. Alright? Come on. Get up. Let's go. It's time to go.
But what's the craziest? For me, just a shirt and underpants. I haven't really gone too extreme for anything else.
If you hurt him, you will experience pain and torment beyond anything you could possibly imagine. Your body will be torn apart piece by piece as you beg for a mercy that will never come. I will add your screams to my gosh darn Spotify, and I will see your head mounted on a fudging pike!
I don't have any candy. I just got toes. I got no candy.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Those are the only sound effects I have. I mean, aside from this one. Those are the only sound effects. My toes are thick. They're thick and dragon-like. They're thick and scaly, without being scaly. I mean, technically I would be a scaly, because I'm technically a dragon. But, I mean, I know dragons are usually just lumped in with the furries. Which, honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind being a furry. I've seen Carmelita Fox. I'll go furry all day. Let's see. The arms unit, she doesn't pilot an arms, so she's also NA. Let's see. What notes should we give? What notes should we have? I do like them thick, though. Then again, I like them thick and I like them skinny. I don't discriminate. Thick thighs will save lives. And bony eyes. I don't know. I can't think of anything funny for thin, so I'm sorry about that. We're doing a story right now. We're doing story stuff, creating stories. We're creating our female protagonist, Alicia. She is a female Vulpin, 372 years old. She's 5'5", 166 centimeters, 155 pounds, 70 kilograms. She's got long ankle-length pink hair, sky blue eyes. She's dark sun-kissed skin. She's got eight foxtails, a pair of human ears, and a pair of fox ears. She's tsundere, royal, hot-headed, and generous. She's a Republic senator. She carries around a pair of stun knuckles and a personalized shield modules. She does not pilot a giant robot, sadly, as much as I would like her to. And now we're working on the notes for the character, which are basically like little tidbits of information that we can use later on in the story. I do not think I want a yandere. At least not the main female. We will have a yandere, but you know that's gonna be the evil twin sister who's freaking insane as shit. If we go that route, if not, we'll have somebody else be the yandere. But for right now, it's the evil twin sister that we haven't written up in the story yet. I mean, we do have a spaceship that Bear pilots. That's the main transportation for the group. Will be the spaceship Eternal, but I mean, technically, we don't have a mini thing. I mean, Zero currently, right now, Zero is the only one that actually pilots an arms unit, but Zero doesn't technically have one. Like, there's not many people. Let's see, we have. I think if I really think about it, only 3 of the main characters will actually be piloting in arms. Yanderes are loyal. They're also batshit crazy. Built her own AI program. I mean, technically there's an AI program in here which literally makes Zero god tier in combat, technically. If you really think about it, but we'll get to that later. Some notes. Let's see. She likes... Everybody has like a drink they like to drink. Likes drinking... I don't want to go tea. If we go tea, we have to do some type... What forms of teas are there? VTuber at off hours, toes. Unfortunately, I can't do toes. If I keep doing it, then it's just going to be like this. Just weird. I mean, I can do this. But if I'm doing this, I might as well just do this. There we go. We got the giant fox just blocking up the entire screen. Fuck it. We're going to do it that way. What type of teas are there? Chat, I need your help. I need different types of tea. You guys are degenerate for toes, and I hate toes. I'm not lying. I'm not really into feet. Herbal tea, strong tea, yerba mate, good old Japanese or Chinese tea. Yeah, we'll go with herbal tea. I just needed a tea that she likes to drink. Because I want every character to have like their own preferred drink. Just to give them like, you know, a little bit of simplicity. Shrink a little more and you could be sitting on the Windows bar. Technically, that's what I was like doing the other day. Like when I first debuted. Oh, wait. Wrong one. When I first debuted, I was like this. Like, hi. What you doing there? You watching porn? Oh, I love that one too. Oh, look, you're doing... Oh, the potato. I'm pretty sure that potato's fucking the other potato. You let it get away, bro. Aw, now it's learning karate. There we go. I can do the screen capture a different time. For right now, let's just stick with this. Because I do want to make progress on the story. You guys are all being degenerates today. What is with you guys? You guys are never this down bad. But all of a sudden, my feet appear on screen. And you guys are like going out the window. What's with you guys, huh? Have you guys all been secretly feet people and never told me? I never asked. So that's my fault. But still. Again, I'm not into feet. The only reason why the feet are done this way is because the actual reference that I got for the adoption had bare feet. Did she have bare feet? Yeah, let me actually check this. I did not put her reference in that folder. That is the wrong one. Oh, she technically did have bare feet. Well, that solves up a thing. Has a weird food fave catnip on... No! We are not doing that kind of thing.
I'm not a huge fan of feet, but those thighs and bazingas I cherish. UWU.
Oh, the fox has some words for you guys. What would the catnip alternative be for a fox? Let's Google that real quick. Let's Google I love how Google doesn't really give me shit. Foxnip. I don't think Google's going to be able to help us. Welcome
There's
back.
also catnip tea.
She's not a cat. This character's a fox. If anything, that would be bear, because he's technically part cat, but he just likes drinking green tea. I'm drinking herbal tea. Let's see. What else should we add? What else should we add to this character for the notes? I don't know, actually. She can't cook. We'll make it to where she can't cook. She's terrible in the kitchen. That's just the way it is. She likes drinking herbal tea, but she can't cook. Okay, no more catnip, please. I'm begging you. No more catnip. We'll save that for a different character, but for right now, we need to get a little bit serious. She can't cook. She's not able to cook. She can't bake. She will burn everything alive. There's a reason why she don't go in the kitchen. Enjoys reading. Enjoys musical theater. I did not spell that right, did I? This is the future. Sci-fi. We gotta do some different types of stuff. Good morning, everybody. Everybody morning. Should I watch Breaking Bad? I haven't even seen Breaking Bad, okay? I don't even watch Breaking Bad. I can't get into it. It's probably a decent show, but I just couldn't get into it. Then again, I also don't like half the shows nowadays. Enjoys musical theater. Likes drinking herbal tea. She can't cook. Hmm. Technically, she probably hasn't. These are notes that need to kind of pertain to the story, less so comedic timing jokes. You know, drinking herbal tea would be a good thing because somebody can slip some poison into it because they always know she grabs a glass of herbal tea. You know, she can't cook, so she tries to cook. She needs to have help later on the story. I don't need to know these things. Well, you don't have to know the story. You just need to give some actual reference to something that would make more sense than catnip. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are beautiful. We are very beautiful. Both of us. Enjoys musical theater. What else? What else? Fox, what else should we have? Chat, I need one realistic answer that isn't catnip. That isn't catnip. It doesn't have to do with feet. You dirty, dirty degenerates today. We need at least one little detail. We'll leave the iron stomach to a different character because I kind of know what you mean and I kind of have an idea. Okay, I do like that, but we're not gonna do it. What does the fox say? Likes to sing. She's a singer. She's a senator and a singer. All right, her backstory. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. Born in the outer territories. I cannot spell territories, apparently. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Born in the outer territories of the Republic border. Republic. There we go. Grew up poor. Fighting to survive. Enrolled After many years of fighting to live to the next day, she was able to enroll in the Republic academic I did enjoy Firefly. I hated what they did to the series. I hated what Fox did to it. True, true. Again, right now the backstory is just the general consensus of how they start and then how they're kind of introduced into the story. Much less rather than like the whole everything. We're not going to get too into detail. I just kind of like want to cover some of the general points in their backstory that we can flesh out later on. Because I don't want to get like too focused when we haven't really got a main story. Because getting too focused will kind of ruin any wiggle room we have. At least, you know, for me, just the way I think. The Republic advancement, not academic. Advancement program. He spent the next 50 years training and learning all she could about the Republic, political structure. Because again, she was poor, grew up poor, fighting, survived, so she wants to change things. She's motivated to change things because, you know, she had a shit life. And again, she's 372, so we have a long line of shit we can do with her backstory. Granted, for right now, it's like she's 50 something, so we got a long ass time. He was learning and training all she could about the Republic structure. She was later elected as a senator. Oh, that's true. That's true. We didn't specify what she when she joined. Go to the next day. And at the age of, after many years of fighting to live to the next day, at the age of, we'll make it decent, like she's been doing this for a long while. The age of 41. She's 41 before. After many years of fighting to live to the next day, at the age of 41, she was able to enroll in the Republic Advancement Program. So she spent the next 50 years training and learning. So she's close to 100. Chemical drugs. So she's basically 91 at the point. So she's been a senator for a long ass time. And of course, you know, the Republic, you know, for reference, we'll do it real quick because I want to make sure we get this too. Main factions. The main factions of the story are the Republic, They are the main antagonist. The Federation, which is more or less neutral. And then, of course, you have the Empire, which is kind of anti-hero. They're not the good guys by any means, but they are better than the Republic. The Republic is like literal trash. The Republic is literally the worst of the worst. It is like a cesspool of people trying to one-up each other. Those are the main factions of the story: Republic, Federation, and the Empire. With the Federation being the good guys of it, basically. The Empire being anti-hero, but not a hero, and the Republic is just downright will sell you to get their way. He was later elected as a senator at the age of 176. So she's been in the political sphere for a while. But she didn't become a senator until later. So, you know, she's been a senator for a long while, which I think actually would make less sense. But then again, we have senators in America who have like been in office for over 50 plus years, so I think we're okay with having a senator. Let's bring up the calculator real quick. So she's 372 minus 170 is 196 years. Okay, maybe we'll make her older. She served as advisor. How am I not spelling that right? Oh, it's an E, not an O. Advisor and overseer. She served as advisor and consultant to many senators until finally being elected at the age of 309. So there. That gives her a whole bunch more stuff. She's not a fighter. She's literally not a fighter at all. She's very much not meant to fight. She's literally a political point. She's more or less the she can defend herself, but she's never murdered, she's never fought to survive. Like, you know, when she was younger she did, but you know, she's kind of been away from that, so she doesn't really know it anymore. So basically, the easiest way to think is she can defend herself against, you know, your basic run-of-the-mill grunts, but the moment a hitman's after her, she would have to have somebody defending her. That's the easiest way to understand it. Thinking of making a joke like a drug base of fox gloves, fox toes, about the amount of yabai comment. I think I won't fit the idea. Yeah, she's a typical office worker. She doesn't like fighting. She views it as kind of pointless. I guess the easiest way to understand her is, you know what, actually, let's change up some stuff real quick. I have a better idea. Oops. I have a better idea. Born to a poor family. On the outer rim, outer territories. I spelled it right. Of the Republic Republic border. She lived each day as if it was her last. She learned after a few years time she was 30, she learned quickly that she loved musicals and theater. Started to practice singing. By the age of 45, she had become a small celebrity. I'm not able to spell this. God damn it. The English language is just the worst. Well, on the program, she was a D. She became a small celebrity. What the fuck? Okay, I had no idea what that fuck was. A small celebrity. In her hometown. That's pretty much kind of what it's going for. And one day, she had a senator hire her for something. For his campaign. Hire her for his campaign. Don't ask me why. Not camping. Campaign. She quickly became a big sensation in the musical industry, and by the age of, let's see, she's 45. She was then discovered by a senator. 173. She had already achieved most of her dreams. She disappeared from the spotlight.
What is her race's max lifespan?
1,000 years. That's why she's literally 372. She's literally had a full ass life, and she's still young, which is why writing for 1,000-year lifespan species is so fucking hard. Because you got to fit a whole bunch of shit to span the years. But again, you know, being a singer for over 100 years, you kind of achieve your dreams. She's an amazing singer. We'll go with that. She disappears from the spotlight. And many years later, joined the political sphere.
She's a damn teenager then.
She pretty much is. Political sphere. As an activist for peace. At the age, let's see, she's 372, 351. She joined the Republic Senate as the 576th seat. 500 as a Senate, as the 576th member of the Senate. It is during a conference that an attack on her life takes place, and she ends up getting rescued by Zero. Again, the whole point of this is literally just to bring in a backstory to the character so that we have some stuff to go by, and then basically how they meet the main character. It's literally not to be anything more than that. Of course, you do want some decent backstory for the character, because if you just kind of have a flimsy thing, there's not much you can do. You can't really bounce off an idea. So we know that for most of her life in the early years, she fought to survive. During that time, she started to learn how to sing. She practiced. She became a singer and a celebrity. A senator hired her for her campaign. Do the campaign, she grew into a big-ass singing celebrity. You know, she sang for many years, disappeared, rejoined the political sphere, and then became a senator, and kind of has been a senator for the last 20-something years as the 576th member of the Senate. Yeah, because there's a lot of Senate members. Because we want the Senate, we want the Republic to be evil as shit. They are not nice people. They are all assholes. That is the key thing we want to take away from this, from all of this. Save real quick before I forget to save. I don't know if we should we do another character. I mean, we have time. We have plenty of time to do another character on top of it. Because we do have Zero, the main character, the protagonist. We have Bear, the best friend and father figure to the crew. Alicia, the female protagonist of the group. The POV most of the time will be basically like a first person, mainly around Zero. Yeah, the basic, it'll mainly be from Zero's perspective. Maybe like third person perspective, Zero explaining it, but most of it will be, Zero. That's the grand scheme of things. Because I haven't written like an actual story in a long time. So I need to read up on how the perspectives will work and how most people write it. Yeah, most of the time it'll be from Zero's perspective, so we won't get like a lot of full on detail. You'll get kind of like the half story. I guess the easiest explanation would be like Final Fantasy 15, where it's just mainly Noctix in the group. You don't really know anything outside of Noctix and his friends. But yeah, we have Zero, which will be the main perspective of the character. Bear, who will be like the best friend and father figure. Alicia, who will literally be the female protagonist. And of course, you'll have a bunch of other stuff that kind of pops up as you go on. I'm going to get rid of all that stuff, because most of that will change. We'll add another. We'll add the next character real quick. It will be Hilda. Hilda. Her age is. She's going to be. Yeah, I will definitely do that, because it's twofold. Again, it's what I might do is like chapter by chapter. Is my perspective of having one chapter be Zero's perspective and the other chapter be Alicia's perspective, or at least when the chapter is going on, to like notify when the viewpoint changes. We'll figure it out. Again, this is just getting the basis of the story. The first rough draft. We haven't even gotten to the meat of it yet. We're still just trying to build. We're still trying to build the sandwich. We've got the condiments going in. We've got the bread being Zero. We've got, maybe some extra seasoning for Bear. We got the meat, some of the meat for Alicia, and then Hilda will be some extra, some toppings. We're building it. We're slowly building it. We're working it through. Hilda, her age. She's going to be. We're gonna make her a little older. We're actually gonna make her 53. She is a female goblin. We all love our short stacks. She is the role in story. She's the comforter. That's weird. She is the moral advice and compass. The moral advice. The moral advisor. No, the moral compass. Moral compass. She's kind of the moral compass of the group. POV of the janitor that works at the Senate, like they're everywhere and at the same time as the other characters. If I do that, I have to basically just rip off of freaking Ati from Alan Wake in Control. He's always there. He always has something. All right. So for her height, she is 4 foot tall. She's literally 4 foot tall. She's a goblin. She's 4 foot tall. That's as high. She never gets taller than that. 4 foot. She is 122 centimeters. We're going to round up. And the average weight, according to Google, of a 4 foot girl. Of a 4 foot person. That's not exactly what I wanted. I love how like they aren't giving me any sort of average weight for anybody for 4 foot, but they'll give me an average weight for everybody else. She's a goblin. She's got big ears. The janitor bit. Just have teleporting janitors. They're just always there to clean up the mess that explodes everywhere. You know, for the sake of sanity. Oh, it does say it. It is 4 feet 0 inches, somewhere between 61 and 82 pounds. So we'll have her kind of be. We'll have her be about 75 pounds. And well, if you've seen thick ass goblins, and then yeah. And she's 34, rounded down. Her hair color, she has red hair. Actually, ruby red. And thigh length. Thigh length. Braided. She has ruby red thigh length braided hair. Her eye color, we'll make it yellow. We'll go the classic goblin color yellow. Is there other types of yellow? I don't know. She is jade green skin color. She's got a jade green skin tone. Again, she's a goblin. She's supposed to look like a goblin. Special characteristics. What should we give her? Special characteristics. She has floppy pointed ears. Most goblins have pointy ears that aren't floppy. Her ears kind of droop. Pretty much. That's kind of like what Hilda is. She's kind of the regular person. She doesn't fight at all. She doesn't have any affiliation with any of the groups. Go with golden yellow. Golden yellow. Just to give it a more sheen. Floppy pointed ears. Thick. We'll just put thick, because I can't think of anything else to describe the fact that she is stacked. She is a stacked goblin. She's technically a prostitute for those of you, because we'll just go ahead and put that in there. She is basically, you know, a whore. But she's a good whore. Which they're all good. Nothing against sex workers, by the way. We always have to have those people that want to ruin stuff. We can't have nice things, you guys. It's usually always people from Kick. You guys just can't let us have nice things. Okay. I stare into the soldier's eyes. It has a dead expression on it and the color of mustard yellow. Almost lifeless. Let's see. What other special characteristics? What other special characteristics? I want at least one more to not just be funny. Something that she has alone that makes her a little different. What should we do? What should we add? What should we add? What small characteristic can we add to our thick goblin Hilda? Besides her floppy pointed ears and thick. Needs something serious, but still kind of, you know, maybe different. Abs. A little more specific than that. Let's see. What should we add? What can we add? Is fluent in many languages. I cannot spell today, can I? It is a characteristic of the character. She's fluent in many languages. It's not a personality trait. Personality trait. Motherly. You know, she's gonna have that motherly instinct. What do you mean by abs? Motherly. Greedy. Again, she's the moral compass of the group, but she's only greedy because she likes money. We'll take the greedy off. We'll have motherly. No. Motherly. Motherly personality. Motherly. Something that describes her personality. I don't think we could ever see a 16-pack goblin. That'd be terrifying. Observant. Motherly, observant. Motherly, observant. Motherly, observant. Comforting. She's basically a motherly character. Her gear, she knows how to fight. Not like she can't fight a hitman, but she can definitely kick ass. Let's see. Hidden blade. She has some sort of hidden blade. Dual pistols. Don't expect her to like go throw down with Zero in a fight ring, but she can definitely kick your ass if need be. Actually, we'll just give her a shotgun. Hidden blade, shotgun. Arm mounted energy shield. And stun knuckles. We'll give her some stun knuckles like we gave Alicia. She does not pilot a giant robot, sadly. Motherly, affectionate, and punishable. And punishment. She don't care. She'll treat you either way. She'll kick your ass and she'll cuddle you the next. I should clear up some confusion. Likes beer. Likes alcohol. I'm not able to spell today. Mainly rum. She's like that one chick in the Pirates of the Caribbean where they ask her to hand down weapons and surprised by the TSA the amount of weapons in her body. Oh yeah, you mean that one scene in Pirates 3 that was like the only redeeming funny part? Swears a lot. Hold on. Swears like a mother in front of a child. She'll say swear words, but she won't actually swear. She'll use like the motherly approved ones. Basically like the Amazing World of Gumball. Whenever he swears, he's like, gosh darn it. You know, basically she'll swear, but she won't use the actual word. What I want to do for this is to like have not a single curse word in it. I know it's not going to be possible. I'm going to have to actually put some in there just to emphasize, but I really want to like, she's like this really hard ass, you know, prostitute who can kick your ass and be motherly, but she won't ever swear. She'll swear, but she'll use like the PG, she'll use like the G-rated versions of the swear. That's what we're going for. We're going for a character who kind of is, we want to break the mold. We don't want to like keep it. We don't want to like have her be a hard ass and, you know, all these things. We want her to be like a wee awkward mother type. And she's a goblin, so it's even more adorable and funny. Likes alcohol, mainly rum. Swears like a mother in front of a child. No. We're not going that far. Let's see. Love sex. Because why not? You can just love the act. You don't have to care about what you want to do with it. Likes reading and likes horror. Likes horror stuff. We're making this one weird goblin mother. Likes horror stuff. Dislikes being called. No. Dislikes. They're going to have flaws. They're not perfect by any means. Again, this is just the basic overview of the characters. We will work on them more later as we actually progress. Again, I just want to get the basic stuff for it. I'm back for the grippers. You guys and your toe fetishes. Dislikes. Dislikes. We want to have something that she dislikes. Goblin mother, guardian of the infant soldier. Dislikes children. We're gonna make this an awkward goblin mama. Alright, the backstory. Grew up in a local brothel. Oh, I did not even spell that right. I was like, what is wrong with it? Did I spell it right? On the planet. Like I had a name for the planet. Grew up in a local brothel on the planet. Yeah, you want to start with the base and then kind of add on to it as you progress. You don't want to, again, you don't want to go too much into everything. You want to just kind of get the basic points, and then as you progress, you can kind of jot down more notes for the characters, like, you know, this character doesn't like this, or, you know, this character's flaw would be, you know, this, because, again, you know, some people can easily do it all at once and be like, yeah, this is everything, and work with it, but shoehorning yourself into something so quickly really just kind of takes away from a lot of the story. Again, that's just me. I'm not everybody else, and, you know, I'm not even perfect. And anyway, on the planet, on the space station Paradise. Space Station Paradise, which is the hot spot for all your sexual desires. We quickly learned from others on how to please and act. And once she came of age, all of her skills to use. The age of 22, she had already been appointed as the head of the house she was living in, and has continued to run and engage perform to this day. She runs into a spot of trouble with the Empire and calls in a favor from Bear. Because again, this is mainly just the backstory to the character, to the basics of what they are, and then how they become into the story. We're not really just trying to do a full backstory. We're just trying to say, okay, this is kind of some of the basics. Again, you know, she's a prostitute. She's lived her life in this space station, doing these things, learning her skills. So most of her life is just on the space station. So there's no need to really get into the detail, like for Alicia and Zero, who needed a lot of backstory, especially Alicia, because she's freaking got a lot of backstory we got to cover. So the Empire and calls in a favor from Bear, in which Bear agrees to help. Well, Bear and Zero agree to help. Because, again, this point in the story, Zero and Bear and Zero are together. They've been together for maybe a couple of months at this point. You know, we have our female goblin who lives, again, about 100-something years for goblins. She's the moral compass of the group, even though it doesn't seem like she should be. She's a 4-foot tall goblin, about 122 centimeters. Weighs about 75 pounds, 34 kilograms. She's got ruby red thigh-length braided hair, golden yellow eyes, jade green skin. She's got floppy pointed ears. She's thick, and she's fluent in many languages. She's a very motherly, affectionate, and punishable, mother. She's very observant and comforting. She is a prostitute. Her backstory, she grew up in a local brothel on Space Station Paradise, which is a hot spot for all your sexual desires. She quickly learned from others on how to please and act, and once she came of age, put all of her skills to use. By the age of 22, she had been appointed as the head of the house she was living in and has continued to run and perform to this day. She runs into a spot of trouble with the Empire and calls in a favor from Bear, in which Bear and Zero agree to help. Her gear that she does carry around, but she's not a fighter. She carries around a hidden blade, a shotgun. She has an arm-mounted energy shield and a pair of stun knuckles. She does not pilot in arms. She likes alcohol, mainly rum. She swears like a mother in front of her child, loves sex, likes horror stuff, and dislikes children. I've never seen a more complicated and confusing character in all my life. So we have Hilda, the latest member of the group, which I thoroughly enjoyed writing this character, funnily enough, just because it was confusing to write for her, especially on the characteristics and the personality. But I enjoyed it because it really got my brain thinking. Because, you know, she's a very one-dimensional character, but she's got so much to her. Of course, we have Alicia, the female protagonist, our very old female protagonist, who's technically not that old. She's been around a while, but she's not too old. She's technically a teenager. It's like Apoc Escapol said. I think I butchered your name. I'm sorry. Mentioned they're basically a teenager who's really wanting to do a lot with her life. We got Bear, who's, you know, just a little older than Zero. Technically a little older than Zero. He's always wanted to be a pilot. He's always wanted to be a pilot, so he, you know, military with his brothers and sisters, and, you know, serves the military, gets out, becomes a pilot, starts, you know, flying his ship to other places. He doesn't really like to get off his ship. And then we have our complicated hero Zero, who, you know, has just seen some shit. They're from an old age, 600 years before the main timeline. They are from the era of peace that literally devolved into war, with the Republic turning against the Guardians, using every trick in the book to make them evil, killing them off, basically Order 66 their asses. In order to survive, Zero was put into a cryopod after they were injured. Zero woke up later from a damaged cryopod, having to escape smugglers without any knowledge of what the fuck was going on, and runs into Bear, in which Bear reluctantly helps this random person, because, you know, Bear's been there. Bear, you know, he's got a very good kind heart. Did we actually? Oh yeah, father-like, meticulous, tactical, and a mild obsessive compulsive disorder. And, you know, Zero carries around a lot of specialized things. Once Zero's able to gear up, they'll get the plasma edge katana. The saber will come later. That's going to become a very focal point. Personalized shield module, and the pistol, which, you know, is the usual jargon. And once they're able to, they'll get the long-range arms unit that they're going to fight with whenever we get into those big space battles. So we got a pretty good thing going. We got a pretty good set of characters. I'm liking how they're more fleshed out. They're really feeling unique. Like Zero, I'm a little hesitant on, but it makes a lot more sense than the previous version that I was going with. Where they kind of like, they woke up and then they were like, okay. But, you know, kind of, again, minor backstory. You know, they were served as a guardian for most of their life, and then during an era of peace, you know, turned to war. During the war, they were betrayed. They were injured and then put into cryo sleep. Wakes up 600 years later, and, you know. Yeah, it's dumb BS storytelling, but in a storytelling with, you know, cat people, fox people, and a sexy ass goblin, you know, you can kind of get away with a lot of things. You can kind of get away with a lot of storytelling. And of course, you know, it's fiction beyond all belief. We got giant robots, robotic arms and legs. You got a hidden shotgun inside of a cane, spaceships. You know, it's got everything you could want. And again, I've always loved space. I've always loved, you know, outer space, you know, Outlaw Star. Not so much Cowboy Bebop, Star Wars, not so much Star Trek, you know, but I've always been a fan of space type stuff. And I don't really want to put magic into it because, well, I love magic, and magic's cool. Really fucks up a lot of stuff. I probably won't have any sort of like legitimate magic. If I do put anything in there, it'll be specific to Guardians. You know, the Guardians will have some sort of specific power or ability that they can do that others can't. You know, kind of like the Force in Star Wars, but maybe not as vast and, you know, like, again, I don't know if I will put it Guardians will be unique individuals who were, hailed as peacekeepers and definitely stronger than your average person. They were definitely not your average person who wielded a sword. They were individuals who definitely earned their title back in the day before they were all brutally murdered. So, we do have the basic premise of it. We do have currently just the main factions of the Republic, the Federation, the Empire. So we don't have too many, big groups, but, it is a vast universe. So we do have plenty of room to do different types of planets and so forth. And a lot of empty space that we can fill in. We do have plenty of species for everything. We have the human, the Panthera, the Lapin, the Vulpin, the Lycanthrope, the Goblins, Elves, Centaurs, and while not many, we do have some dragons that will appear throughout the story, because you can't have a space sci-fi epic without a motherfucking dragon just flying by in space. Because trust me, that will just make it that much cooler. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely enjoying the building we're doing. You guys have definitely helped me. Whether you know it or not, you guys have definitely really helped me build these characters. Like even Zero, the character who you guys mainly had the least involvement with. You really did help me build the character with the backstory. Because again, without you guys, without me being here trying to do it on stream, I probably would have come up with something really stupid. I probably wouldn't have come up with something as decently explainable as this, as Zero's current backstory, if it wasn't for you guys. And Bear, he's very simple, but again, being on stream, you guys really helped me think, does this make sense, saying it out loud? Because again, when I'm on my own, typing up my own, I have the voice in my head, which is reading as I'm typing. I don't really talk out loud when I do it, so again, you don't really hear yourself talking. So you don't think this sounds good, but when you say it out loud, it's like, that doesn't sound as good. And of course, Alicia, you guys definitely helped me with, even though you guys were down bad and trying to get Catnip involved. I don't know what was up with you guys and Catnip. I'm not complaining. I'm just confused. And then, of course, we have our local short stack goblin, Hilda. Again, I don't know if I'm going to go with last names for anybody in the series, because I think first names would just be better. Ragged Grippers. You and your feet. But I don't think I'm going to go with last names, just because last names make it complicated. And I am terrible at coming up with last names. But then again, a last name can be anything. It can literally just be the color blue. But I don't know. For right now, we're just going to stick with first names. We'll add, last names later on if we do feel the need for it. Or we may give last names to, like, specific characters, just to really emphasize that this character is super important. Like, we may give Alicia a last name because she's basically, a really big profile for the series. She's got a massive point. She's got a really big point in the story. She has, like, a really, important character. And of course, Zero will just always be Zero because they are technically a nobody. Some aristocrats, yeah, pretty much. Just some aristocrats may have it. Maybe any named member of the Senate that out of the 576 members. Yeah, bloodlines, maybe important characters. Like, let's see, Alicia, there's, at least at the time when she's becomes a senator, there's 576 members of the Senate in the Republic. So we have a lot of characters we can name drop as being important without really name dropping too many. And of course, we do have the Federation, which I don't know the exact structure of the Federation yet because I haven't thought that part through. But, you know, we do have the Empire, which we have plenty of, if I can, you know, we do have the Empire, and we can name drop some people in there. But, you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking the story setup. I've already got a decent mental buildup of Zero's storyline. And, you know, the outlaw for Zero is mainly because they don't really have a job. They're more like a mercenary, but they don't have a job. Again, they're not really employed. They're with Bear, but, you know, Bear doesn't employ Zero. Zero just helps Bear, because Zero's trying to do their own thing, and Bear's nice enough to let them tag along. And because they're really into this situation that they kind of get dragged into once they get really to with Alicia. Because once they get to the Alicia point where they meet her, you know, they're really dragged into some shit. And that also triggers them meeting with Hilda. And of course, when we get the other characters added in, because we still have the twins, the twin elf characters that we got to add, Yuna and Lulu. We do have Fasha, the lycanthrope, and we also have Selfnir, the centaur. Again, these are characters that I have already created before, as you can see in these, but we're going to be doing a vastly different type of character for them. Because, again, I wasn't enjoying the way they were set up, and a lot of it felt forced to it, and it's not fun. It's not fun when it feels, when the setup feels forced. And that's what it was for a lot of the characters. But I'm gonna enjoy creating for the twins. Hopefully next Sunday you guys can join me as we build some more story for the characters. We'll be doing the other characters going forward. Let me just save here again, because I feel like I may have not saved right. But like I'm enjoying this. I'm very enjoying it. We're not going too far into the magical territory, because I don't want to go there. Because adding magic into it really will fuck my brain up. Like, we could probably add some form of magic, but again, I don't want to really step to that. But then again, we have the Guardians in the series, so there's got to be some form of power that a Guardian has. Because otherwise, why are they special if they just wield an energy sword? So we gotta figure out. We gotta figure out something for them. We gotta figure out some form of reason why they're so unique and special as a Guardian, which we can build up next time. I can theory craft without breaking my brain. Oh, man. This was good, though. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It was more fun than the other ones. This was a story rebuild I'm glad we're doing. And, of course, I changed up the character sketch to give different types and help theory craft. Because originally they had, like, you know, role and story. They had goals and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, I don't need all that stuff. That stuff just bogs down the character building, which we can throw in later. We can throw in some notes later, like just throw in, like, you know, likes. But, you know, we'll build the characters. Again, just building the basic premise of a character, giving some key points for them, setting up their, you know, preferences and maybe some weaknesses, getting the basic premise of, you know, who they are before we just throw them into the story, so that I know what to build off of when I am doing that character. Because again, I don't know how other people write. I don't know how any other person specifically writes. That's between them and somebody else. That's between them and somebody else. What are they guarding? Well, the guardians are peacekeepers. That's the main purpose of a guardian. If you're talking about guardians, they're mainly literally like Jedi. They're peacekeepers of the galaxy. They were originally allied with the Republic, which they betrayed them during the Great War. Because the Republic's like, these guys are too powerful. We can't trust them. Let's throw them to the wolves and get them killed. That kind of thing. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed it. It helped me build up a lot of theory craft for the character that I can start playing with in my mind as I do these things. Because especially making Zero's point to learn how it happened, to like learn what happened to the betrayal, living the aftermath of the Guardians basically being killed off and treated as like, enemy number one, to help really build the story that there was shit going on that Zero didn't know about. The Republic had something going on to get rid of them for some reason. We don't know why. That's what Zero's got to figure out. Why did they want the Guardians dead? Why did they need them dead? What reason do the Guardians have to be dead? That's the stuff we gotta figure out. Gotta figure out all these raisins of why. And of course, Bear is just kind of along for the ride. He doesn't want to abandon Zero because he's already too far in his head by the time he rescues Zero. And Alicia, she's trying to, strive for peace against all three of the groups. So, she's the protagonist of like the diplomatic side. Zero's the fighting side. Hilda's just along for the ride as well, basically, as things progress. So, we got plenty of stuff going on with the characters, kind of intersecting naturally. Because, like, Hilda, while it seems a little weird, Bear is a delivery man. He's delivered boxes and packages and supplies to different parts throughout the few years that he's been doing his job. And, he's got about 4 years of delivery that we can build off of him delivering to different planets. So he's probably delivered to the space station that Hilda works on. We can easily lump that in and say that he did something for her, build up some sort of favors, a friendship of any kind. We can literally run with it without it being forced or awkward. You can be friends with somebody. You don't have to be like, know them completely, but it is what it is. We can build it off. Zero and Bear meeting up can be a complete coincidence, and kind of like, the bond of friendship and fire. Bear saves Zero from being murdered by smugglers, kind of saving your ass, and saving the ass in response kind of just lumps you together. Wow, really? I don't understand why people even do that. It seems like a waste to me. Like, what would you gain? I mean, I know what you would gain. You gain a lot of BS you can do, but again, what's the point of hackers? I don't know why people would do that. Yeah. You gotta be careful though. Sometimes changing those passwords is exactly what they need. Oh, we did good. We did a lot of theory crafting, building. And we've only got 4 of the 8 main characters for the group. As again, we still have the twins. We got Fasha, the lycanthrope, and the Selfnir, the centaur, and the twins, Yuna and Lulu. So we got plenty of stuff to do next time. Next Sunday, which we will be doing. Yes, Sunday will be this again. I'm going to try to do it every Sunday because Sunday is kind of the easier, chill day, I guess, would be the understanding. Well, I have you all here. All right, all right. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see. Tomorrow, for those interested, I have Final Fantasy 14 going on. It's probably just going to be some generic 14 stuff. We may do the Hildebrand quest line, because I do need to do that so I can get access to the relic weapons upgrade. I may have a friend join me tomorrow. I don't know if they are going to be resubbing tomorrow or not. If they do join me this week, I will probably help them through the story instead. So tomorrow could be either just random 14 or helping a friend play the game. But 14, we might have some friends coming and joining later on because we're trying to get one of the friends to get a free trial so they can test out the game. Another one would love to play, but they would prefer to have a friend to play with. So that will be the game that we play tomorrow. Again, I don't know if it's going to be me by myself. Excuse me. If it's going to be me by myself or have some other friends. Either way, we're going to enjoy it. I will say this. Let me switch over real quick. Close that out. All right, there we go. Here we go. Here we go, chat. You guys ready? You all ready? I hope you are. So next week's gonna be a little mixed bag of what the fuckery. I'm gonna say that right now. And not a bad mixed bag of fuckery either, just a whole bunch of confusion. Cause I know next week we have Pow World, the Pokemon with Guns game coming out, and early access on the 19th. I'm going to do my best to get in, not get into the early access, but I'm going to do my best to play it on that day. Because I really think it's cute and funny, and I want to give it a try. And it's basically what I would like in a Pokemon game, which is chaotically creepy and stupid. So we're going to be trying that out. I may move Street Fighter to Saturday. I think it's already on Saturday. Sunday will, of course, be more story time. Story Rebuild Part 2. Monday, I might have Armored Core. And we might have a stream on Thursday. We might not. Not sure exactly when it will be. But we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have tons of fun. Because we still have 14 this week, and then we have a bunch of other stuff coming up next week that I am looking forward to. But yes, like Sabaro was saying, thank you for the stream. I unfortunately will have to end it now. Or in just a minute, truthfully. In just 1 or 2 more minutes as I say thank you guys for hanging out with me today, for chatting and lurking, for dropping in, for just saying hi, for lurking, for not even saying anything. I want to thank you all because you all literally made this day very fun. Even if it didn't seem like it. Even if it didn't seem like it. I hope to let you know that I had tons of fun today and that you guys, I hope, all had tons of fun along with me. Because there's one thing I do know. You guys are very degenerately horny for my feet, which I was not expecting, but I'm okay with it. I'm not into feet myself. mainly due to Mama Kitsune having to have foot surgery. Feet no longer excite me in any form. They never did in the first place, but they definitely don't anymore. But to you feet lovers, I salute you. You have nerves of steel that I don't have. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining in on the crazy shenanigans. I was not expecting this kind of turnout at all, and I am happy for it. We will have more story time next Sunday for those who would like to help me theorycraft on this great adventure that I am enjoying a hell of a lot. More than I thought I would enjoy today. I will post some of them to Discord for you. If anybody would like to, you can join the Discord and find out my feet pics. Thank you all once more. I am Setsuna Fox, your celestial of creation, and I am going to get ready for bed because I gotta go pass out and sadly go to work tonight. I don't want to go to work tonight. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time you stop by. Enjoy your days. Enjoy your time. Go masturbate if you haven't already. If you can. If you can't, wait until you get home. I will see you later. Bye-bye.